In my more than 20 years of teaching experience, I have always seen commerce students spending more time, focusing more, being worried more about accountancy, mathematics, economics as subjects for that matter, as compared to business studies. So I take this opportunity to bring to light the right approach to attempting the business studies paper. This will help them to optimize their potential at the time of examination. The mantra of scoring well lies not only in possessing good subject knowledge but creating an edge in presentation skills also. The students must take into account the following guidelines. Firstly, you should go through the question paper thoroughly in a calm and composed manner during the allotted reading time. As you all are aware, CBSE provides 15 minutes reading time at the beginning of each exam. Do not waste a minute of that time in looking left and right also. Just focus on the question paper. Go through it, try to absorb it. As it is rightly said, well begun is half done. Secondly, you should always start with an answer that you are very confident of, as cutting or overwriting on the first page gives a bad impression. So decide during the reading time itself if it would be preferable for you to start attempting answers from question number 1 and proceed to question number 25, or in a reverse order starting from question number 25 and ending on question number 1. This decision has to be taken after you have read the question paper, but the sequence should be adhered to either way. Next, you should always write an appropriate opening line for each answer. Say, suppose there is a question which says explain the factors affecting capital structure. So you should write down the various factors affecting the capital structure are outlined below, detailed below, described below, whatever. Also, there are certain questions where you are asked to give your viewpoint, like do you agree with the statement? So you should start with yes or no, whatever is appropriate in the given situation. But do write an opening line and link your answer to the question. Moreover, it is better to support your answer with diagrams, especially the process related questions, and also give suitable examples wherever possible. It will help you to add value to your answers. Always divide the long questions into subpoints and leave lines between subpoints and also underline the subpoints. These three things are very important. Why? Because you are spending 3 hours in writing a paper. So when you have underlined the subpoints, left lines in between, you have divided your answer into subpoints, the examiner will be able to connect with your content easily and it will help you to score better. In the answers related to techniques or principles of management, you should always mention the name of the associated founder. Say, suppose if the question says identify the principle, do mention whether the principle has been founded by, suggested by Fowler or Taylor in the opening line of the answer. It leaves a good impression. Also, while writing the process related answer, if you have forgotten any step, you should leave the place to write it later on if you are able to recall, or not change the serial order of the remaining steps, as the marks may be deducted for changing the serial order of the steps. This means, say suppose in the exam if you get a question, explain briefly the steps involved in the planning process. After writing step number 3, you suddenly realize that you have forgotten step number 4. Do not write step number 5 in place of step number 4. If you do like this, you will not only be losing mark for not writing a step but also losing more marks for changing the order of the step. Do not do like. Also, the in the 80 marks paper, 4 marks are for value based questions where you are expected to write the values which can be related to the mentioned case. Only write those values which are relevant in context of the given case study or the situation. Do not write values in general. Because if you attempt these questions wisely, you get those 4 marks for values for sure short. Do not lose them. Most importantly, last but not the least, Do not be in a hurry to leave the examination hall. This is the exam for which you have aspired and slogged throughout the year. Give your best shot. Revise and revise the answers before you submit your answer sheets, and also check your answers in context to the question paper to ensure that you have not missed on any subpart of the question. For this, you may either keep ticking on the question paper or maybe some mark on the answer sheet to match that you have for sure attempted every subpart of the question. Wishing you best for your coming exams. Thank you for your patient listening.